So next is an files and process. So what is mean by file? What is mean by file? What is mean by file? File, it is a collection of information or a collection of bytes. It contains virtually anything. Means it can file in that oil. Either you talk, I will talk. File means it collection of bytes. It contains virtually anything, any information or any notes, anything the information is present. And here, why the file is main important in operating system? It is also one of the entity, right? It supports the Unix file system and process. To execute any commands or to any run an application, we need files, right? You'll also execute operating system labs alla ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ವೇನ್ರಿ. So here file. Tell me what is mean by file? It is a collection of bytes that contains virtually anything or any information. And here how we are going to store files in the Unix operating system means it is a hierarchical form. What is mean by hierarchical? In order we are going to arrange, right? So means one file, it is connected to another file. Maybe where is location, maybe in a root or in a CD drive or in a DD drive. We want to location of that file. And here file is with the reference of, it is necessary to locate a file within a reference to a predetermined place. Predetermined place means what? Predetermined place means where we are to store file. Means we are only determining where we want to store the file. It is necessary to know the location of the file where we are storing. And Unix consider even directories and devices as a files. Files will be arranged in a hierarchical structure in a Unix system. In Unix operating system, directories means collection of files. In that directories, only file information will be there. File name, not, and it doesn't contain any contents of the file. It does information of it contains just information of the file. And here devices. Here devices also consider as a file. So how we are going to, what are the devices? What are the devices that are in computer system? Keyboard, mouse, CPU, monitor. These things are also considered as a file in a Unix operating system. Okay, means for any device, there is a certain device file that is called as a device file. Device file means for every devices. Maybe it is a printer or a speaker, anything devices that we consider connected to the computer, it has a separate device files. Then next is a process. What is mean by a process? Programming execution means if you want to run one program, that certain action we called as a process, right? You are executing one program. And here in Unix system, process is treated as a living organism. Living organism, it is treated as a living organism. Means what? Living organism means what? Means it maybe have a parents, child process, then again grandparents, then it may be born. Means born means we can create a process and it will be die. Die means we can delete or eliminate the process. Means here process it is considered as a what? Living organism means which can be, it has a parents, child, grandparents, then again it can be born and die. Okay, so and process here process it is also belong to the hierarchical structure. Means parent, then child, parent process, child process, then again child process. We are coming like this. Understood? In the form of an in order way. Files and what process or curve. It is in the form of an hierarchical structure. Next is an system calls and utilities. So what is meant by system call? System call, it is a function or a request that is used to communicate with a kernel, right? So function that is called from within a program to request a service from the operating system kernel. Like in C programming, we will write in functions, right? C programming function. If we come to Java, we call that as a methods, right? If you want to add any two numbers, A equals 10, B equals 10, then again we can do the sum function. Sum, int, sum, then again braces, flower braces. It will be the quotes, small quote that we called as a function. Here in Unix operating system, that function we called it as a system call. So we are going to request a service from the operating system kernel. It is a request to communicate with a kernel. And here system call, it is what name implies, a request from the operating system to do something on behalf of the user program. User programs. If you give the system calls, example like a halt or a stop. Stop means shut down. Like this, we are going to give a system calls. Means forward shutdown means we are going to shutting down the system. Halt means we are going to halt the execution or a programming. So these are the examples for a system calls. And there are several Unix system interface consists of an 80 system calls, and here it is all used to manage the file system control process and used to provide an inter-process communication. Why we are using an system calls means to manage the file system and then to control the process, and it also to provide the inter-process communication. Inter-process communication means between the process. We are going to use the system calls to communicate between the two process. And there are several shells available within the Linux, including bash, Bourne shell, then C shell, corn shell. Then here do you guys know $sign? Right? It implies the command prompt. It comes under the Bourne shell. It is a Bourne shell. It is also already default present in a Unix operating system. If you give a command or any if you open the terminal, you will get right $sign. So this is called as a command prompt. We can give any commands or execute any commands through this command prompt. And here this shows it is a Bourne shell. If you give the percentage symbol, it shows it is a C shell. There are several different types of shells: Bourne shell, C shell, and corn shell. Understood? Unix architecture or it is also can be called as components of an architecture. Kernel. What are the components? Kernel, shell, files and process, then system calls. So what is meant by kernel? It is a core of the operating system. It manages the hardware and other manages the resources of the operating system. Then again, what it provides a command interpreter called as a shell. Here, what is meant by shell? What is meant by shell? It is a command line interpreter where it checks the commands that user executes, and then it will send the message to the kernel to execute the command. Then next is an files and process. Files means we are storing the information in the form of an bytes, and the files are it is stored in the form of an hierarchical structure. And here what is meant by process? It is in the programming in execution. It is also indicated as a living organism, and it is also in the form of an what? Hierarchical structure. Then system calls. System call means it is an request a service from the operating system kernel, from the user. So next is an